Alright guys, here we go. We've got another Saturday unboxing for you, and I've got something really special. This is Thrilljoy's Picks. These are the smaller ones. They've seen the Picks XL, I think, or Pixel, whatever they're calling them now. Originally the Picks was the bigger one, which we did a unboxing for the Harry Potter one probably a couple of months back, and that was $50, and it was large. And I said at the time, it's hard to buy something like this, even though they're awesome. They are very, very cool. It is hard to buy something like that and find a good place for it in the house. They are just huge. Now, they have come out with these new ones. These are regular Picks, they're called, and they've renamed the other one to Pix XL or something like that. So those are still available, and they are very cool. But if you're looking for something more of a Funko size, I'm guessing that is what these are. Now, I didn't just get Leo. I didn't just get Mojo JoJo. I got myself a He-Man here, and I got myself a Liono. Now, there are chase variations to all of these. As you can see on the box, Leo here is a 6,000 piece, and I believe, I'm trying to remember what the chase was there. There's a Krang, I think, which is weird, right? You think it'd be the other turtles. I think there's a Krang, which is super rare. I don't remember what the other one is, and I'm going to turn these around real quick to look at the back of the box just to see if I'm missing anything. Mojo, same thing, 6,000. Liono down here is 5,000 pieces, and He-Man is 5,000 pieces, which is funny because I think Leo sold out first of these four. There are more, obviously, available on the website. I have two more coming, which I was trying to get at the time was the Joker from the Dark Knight, the Heath Ledger version. But at the time when I was trying to order them, they sold out. And from the time that I put it in my cart to the time I checked out, that was gone. And there's a Gill Man from Creature from the Black Lagoon, and he is coming as well. So let's take a peek at the rest of the box here real fast. All right, so this is to show you how kind of weird these are in their chase for the Picks here, okay? So Leo, there's a Leo. There is a Casey Jones chase, which you thought there would be three other turtles, but there's not three other turtles. There's Casey Jones and that super rare Krang, which I believe is the rarer of the two of those. Mojo comes with regular Mojo and kind of evil smile Mojo. Okay, so there's angry Mojo, mocking Mojo, maybe you're calling it, and then evil grin Mojo, if you will. He-Man down here has regular He-Man. Faker, I believe, is the other one, and this one down here, I can't read that in the dark. Hold on. Lighting's not great in here. This is Slime Pit He-Man, so that's an interesting choice. So we go with Casey Jones and Krang, but for He-Man, instead of putting like Skeletor in there, you put a Slime Pit He-Man. Now, Liono is probably the weirdest of them as far as chases go. All right, so the Liono is just a chase in general. It's a different coloring on Liono. He is orange or red or whatever you want to call it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these in a light box so we get a little better look at everything, and we're going to open up each one of these and see if we pulled any cool chases. All right, let's get down to it. All right, so we're working with a little better light here. We'll put them in the light box. We're going to do one at a time so everybody gets their chance in the spotlight. Let's get Leo open here and see if we pulled regular Leo, Chase Leo, whatever, Casey Jones, or Krang. Krang would be kind of crazy because I do believe that is super, super rare. Let's pop this. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. Otherwise, I have to ask for my lovely assistant to help me. All right, so that actually didn't turn out too bad. Now, we did not get the chase on here. We've got regular Leo, because I believe when you unzip these, you should be able to see if it's a chase or not. So Definitely not the chase, but that's okay because I like regular Leo. Let's take him out of there and get a quick look at him. All right, so when you are opening up your picks, check out this really cool thing here. This is a limited edition card. This tells you what number you have. Leonardo here, designed by Mariotti, which is, I'm assuming, one of the guys, obviously, that started the company. Very, very cool artwork. Love it a lot. All right. And I forgot to turn him around so you could see what he looks like in his box. He looks super, super cool. He's teenage, he's mutant, he's a ninja, and he's a turtle. All right, let's get Leo out of there so you can see what he looks like out of the box. Hold on. Cowabunga. All right, look at how cool this thing is. I'm going to pick him up there real quick and show you. But I love this. This was done very, very well. I like it a lot. Hold on. There you go. He got his mask. He's got his swords. Very, very cool details. He's got the L right there. He actually has a throwing star, shuriken, whatever you want to call it, down there on his belt, which has a little buckle on it. That's a good detail. His mask. Very, very cool. I'm actually kind of glad. I mean, chases are cool to get and everything, but I'm kind of glad that we got regular Leo here. I love the way he looks. That is just a great design. So, we need to put Leo off to the side. Now, I do want to put up a word of caution if you buy these and you're unboxing them. So the little plastic container that they're in, he was twist tied in. So he had a twist tie right up here around his neck and down around his feet. And because it's on a black plastic, I didn't really notice it. So I was kind of trying to pull them loose. And the twist ties were preventing that. So just be careful when you get these and you're doing the unboxing yourself that you don't pop his little head off because twist ties are there. All right, let's get on to somebody else. All right, so we're going straight to He-Man here. Let's get a good look at him. He looks super cool, and if he's as awesome or close to awesome as Leonardo was, I'm going to be really excited. Hold on. Spin around. All right, let's see if we can do this again one-handed. Zip. Oh, you see what I see? Yeah. Faker chase. Yes, that is very cool. We don't usually do too well on chases outside of that. What do we get? The Rocky Motos. The Rocky Motos I did amazingly well on chases, surprisingly well, which I don't even know how I managed to do that. But I have. This is my second chase from Thrilljoy. That Harry Potter Pix XL that we got. That was a chase, and now we have this Faker chase. So we're going to have to take him out of the box this time so you can see him in the front. Yeah. How awesome is he? I love this. He's got his axe and he's got the shield over there. He looks amazing. Got to take him out of the box. All right, and here is the Faker card. Now, this is Thrilljoy Picks, Masters of the Universe up top. On the back, it actually does, yes, say Faker. This is limited edition chase, no number on that. Super cool still by Mariotti. Mariotti? Whoever it is, tell me how I'm supposed to pronounce that. All right, so out of the box, here is our Faker, and yes, he does look super cool there. He's got that big old battle axe like we were talking about. He's got his, I don't know what you would call this piece here, but he's got it. And shield. He's got that blue skin like a Skeletor minion, if you will. All right, so I really would like to get my hands on the regular version of this, or at least maybe find somebody who's got the regular and shoot them side by side as a comparison. But I have to imagine, outside of the paint job, they're probably pretty close. But I won't know until I get my hands on another one. So let's move on to our next picks. Who should we do? Mojo JoJo. All right, back at it. Powerpuff Girls, Mojo JoJo. And frankly, if we're going to do chases like they were doing with the Leo, we could have got a couple of Powerpuff Girls in here, but I guess they wanted to do them as their own release. And I understand that, but there's something else we could have done with this. Here is Mojo with, I don't know, what would you call that? Angry laughing face? You know, doing the whole villain moo-ha-ha-ha-ha kind of thing. All right, let's unzip. That is a zipper after all. And that looks like regular Mojo there, so we are okay on the chases. We pulled one chase out of four, or well, out of three. We've only done three so far, so we'll check that last one and see if that's a chase. But I gotta say, he looks really good. We're gonna have to take him out of there and get a better look at him. There's your box. Yeah, that's Mojo if I've ever seen Mojo. Let's take him out of there. Okay, so let's do this all in one shot. You've got your Mojo card, if you will. Picks, Mojo, Powerpuff Girls, limited edition. This is number 0342, Cartoon Network, Warner Brothers down there at the bottom, Mariotti again. And here is your Mojo. Now, my only complaint so far in the Thrilljoys, and a minor one. See this right up here, and it'd be hard to see. There is a smudge on this, and the only reason I noticed that smudge because my wife pointed out to me that the pink spot is on the box, so it's almost like he was painted, and they threw him in the box, and he boinked up against the plastic and left a wet paint spot on the box. So they were cranking these out, I can tell you that. But look at the design on Mojo JoJo. He is awesome. And he is ready to fight the Powerpuff Girls. Very awesome. So we've got one left, and that is, of course, the Lord of the Thundercats. That's a different term altogether. The Lord of the Thundercats. Liono, let's go take a peek at him. All right, here we go. Lord of the Thundercats. Let's lean into that instead of the other one. Let's take a peek at this box real fast. You've got that 5,000 pieces. Thundercats Thrilljoy. Kablamo. Oh, there is a dent on my box. Too bad, I don't care about that. Let's get this bad boy open. Now, I do want to say this after I pointed out that dent, and I'm not going to fault Thrilljoy on that because they packed this box amazingly well, so I'm not going to fault them for a dent in my box because you got to rip it open anyway to get it out of there. I guess you could slide it. I didn't give that enough thought. But the joy is ripping it open and seeing if we have a chase. And as you can see right there, we do not have the chase. No, not on Liono. We got Common Liono, but that's okay. I love Common Liono, who is a Lord of the Thundercats. Lord of the Thundercats. He looks amazing. Very, very cool. And you know what that means. He's got to come out of the box. All right, so first up, Kablamo. There is the Pix Thrilljoy Thundercats. I love the design on these. These are very, very nice. And this is limited edition number 3167. Very, very cool. Let's get to our main man, Liono there. He's got a very nice looking Sword of Omens there with the Eye of Thundera. He's got his Thundercats logo on his belt. Fantastic job they did on Liono. I am not upset at all that it did not pull the chase because I like regular Liono. I don't need the orange or reddish looking Liono. This is awesome. I am happy that we got that chase on the He-Man because while it is a paint differential more than anything, it is its own character, and I love that a lot. The Leo chases would have been cool to have as well because they're on their own characters and not, paint chases. But the Mojo, I mean, I didn't really need a Mojo with different facial expressions, so I'm happy with Mojo the way he is, happy with Liono. I'm super happy with Leo because, you want a Ninja Turtle, and I'm assuming that the rest of the Turtles are going to get their own releases. So, let's close this out. And there we go. 4 Thrilljoy picks, okay? I don't remember how many they released. There are, as I said, there's the Gillman, the Joker that are coming. Trying to remember. Corpse Bride, I believe. There are 2 characters from Corpse Bride. What else was on there? There's a retail exclusive Lord of the Rings Frodo. And if I'm missing anything, I apologize. But there are quite a few different ones on the website. I got these 4, 2 more on the way. And then they have they have Mystery Mini Turtles. So, well, they have Mystery Mini other ones too. But there's quite a few different things to choose from. So if you don't want those ginormous Pix XLs, I think is what they're calling them now, you can get these. You can get those Mystery Mini sets, which I believe There's minis for Turtles. There's a minis for Corpse Bride. I'm trying to remember if I saw other ones. I do not remember. Go to check out the Thrilljoy website. I am not getting paid to tell you that. I bought these of my own free will, and no one is giving me any money. Anybody wants to give me money, that'd be great, but nobody's giving me any money. So, Faker, Liono, Leo, Mojo JoJo, Mojo JoJo. These are amazing. I think they did a fantastic job on them. This is a much better thing for people to collect at a smaller scale, at a smaller price point, and easier to find a place for in your home. Okay, $20 as opposed to the $50 that Pix XL cost me. I am not regretting that purchase. Again, I got the Chase Harry Potter. It looks fantastic, but it is big, like I said, and there's just not a lot of places that you can put a lot of those. They do make quite a few of them, and I have been ogling the other Harry Potter ones. There's a Luna, I think there's Hermione, and a Ron Weasley. I just don't know that I have the room for them. I just don't. So, nothing purchased there. But I just want to point out to you, 20, 40, 60, $80 right there. I got 4 of these guys. I couldn't get 2 of those Pixels for that price. Pix XL. That would have been $100 and then probably shipping on top of that. Hoopa. So these are amazing. I like some of what they're doing with chases. Some of them I don't, but you know, it's hard to do chases sometimes. That is okay. Let me know what you think of these bad boys down below in the comments. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned for another unboxing on the channel. There's more coming to the channel. Don't forget to check out the gameplay videos. I gotta find something new to play with you guys because Red Dead's just... I played too much Red Dead, and it's getting boring. So we'll find something else to put up there. I hope you enjoyed this look at these 4 picks from Thrilljoy. I hope that if you are interested, you go check it out on their website. And I hope that Thrilljoy notices this video and, you know, never mind. I will talk to you guys in the next super cool video. Don't miss it. You're going to love it. Like, comment, subscribe. See you real soon.